All right, it is 8 o'clock on March 2nd, Town Meeting Day in Vermont. I am going to call this meeting to order, and I am going to ask our town clerk to please read the election results.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Tonight's results, 290 people voted out of a checklist of 1,898. For the Select Board race, 3 years, Michael Root won unopposed with 236 votes. Select Board race for 2 years, Catherine Baldwin, 52 votes. Ken Bloom with 81. Jeffrey Dunkley with 143. I declare Jeffrey Dunkley the winner of that race. School budget, yes, 172. No, 86. I declare the budget has passed. Other candidates running unopposed. School board, 3 years, Hannah Rosinski, 258. School board, 2 years, Carrie Emmadon, 258. Lister, 3 years, William Hammond, 243. Town moderator, Timothy Arsenault, 270. Town school moderator, Timothy Arsenault, 271. First constable, Jesse Jobin, 227. Second constable, Jonathan Bratton, 227. Delinquent tax collector, Mary Lynn Sherlin, 243. With that, I'd like to ask Michael Root to raise his hand, and we will have him swear in. He can come and sign his oath of office tomorrow. So I'm going to read it, and you can say, I do at the end. I, Michael Root, do solemnly swear I will faithfully discharge the duties of the 3-year Select Board position until the Vernon Town and Town School District meeting in March of 2024. I will therein do equal right and justice to all men and women, according to my best judgment and ability, so help me God.
I do.
Thank you. I'm also going to sit in for the election of a Select Board Chair, and I will take nominations for chair.
Mr. Moderator, I nominate Chris Parker as chair.
Is there any other nominations? If not, all those in favor of Chris Parker, please raise your hand.
I'm raising
Aye.
my hand.
It is 4-0. Chris Parker has been elected chair. I will say goodnight and turn the meeting over to Mr. Parker.
Good night,
Mr.
Tim.
Moderator, while we still have you, sir, I would like to thank you for your assistance and organization of this election, as well as the other elections that we had in the previous calendar year. You never cease to amaze us. You're always there, always working extremely hard, always making sure that your volunteers are taken care of, and it is greatly appreciated. On top of all of that, you were very instrumental in getting the town report put together, as well as rolling out the new website with the help of Wendy. So thank you both for that. Tim, thank you so much for your help through all of these elections.
Mr. Moderator, I also want to thank Everyone Eats, which fed our workers for the evening meal, and give them a plug, a very worthwhile program that Vernon is very much involved with. And I would just say that I will never ask anyone to do something that I will not do myself. And that's all we can ask of each other as a small town trying to succeed. Thanks and have a good night.
Thank you. You as well, sir. Get some rest. All right. Well, thank you for the nomination. We are now looking for a nomination of the Select Board Vice-Chair, please. I will nominate Sandy Harris as the Vice Chair of the Select Board.
Oh, yeah, first. Second.
Third.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor, Michael?
Aye.
Jean?
Aye.
Chris is an aye. And we are missing Jeff this evening for some personal issues. And he did send along his apologies for not being here for such an important meeting. And next, we would be looking for a nomination of the Select Board Clerk, please.
Mr. Chairman, I nominate Jean Carr.
Second.
Oh, you didn't even get a chance to oppose that, Jean. All right, moved and seconded. All those in favor, Sandy,
Aye.
Michael,
Aye.
Chris is an aye. Jean, you're stuck again.
Hee-haw.
All right. Moving into the chair's remarks, I would like to congratulate Michael and Jeff. Michael stepped up after a resignation previously, decided that he would run again. So thank you for sticking it out with us. Even in Jeff's absence, we congratulate him on his win as well. We are joined by Catherine and Ken this evening. And thank you very much for your willingness to step forward on this. All too often, especially over the last several years, these positions have run unopposed. So it's great to see some new interest in that, and we appreciate you guys being involved in that. Now on to internal business, the statutory requirements. We would be trying to set the select board regular meeting dates that has historically been the first and third Tuesday of the month. Is there any objection to continuing with that, meeting times being at 6:30 p.m.?
That's fine.
No.
All right. Can we vote on this whole section 4 at once, or do we need to do them individually?
We can do it for once.
For once. Next, we would be looking to adopt select board rules and procedures, which those, Wendy typed some up, and then we've also found some other ones. So how would we like to handle that particular?
We could, Mr. Chairman, we could table that until our next meeting so we have time to figure which one we want.
I love it. Let's table that. So Wendy, could you make a note that we need to put the rules and procedures onto the 16th agenda, please?
Yes, sir.
Next, we are looking to appoint a recording secretary.
Mr. Chair, I move we appoint Wendy Harrison. She can't hit me.
I'm unmuted though. So.
You're doing great, girl. I think you are.
Any objection to that?
No.
Seeing none. Next, adopt procedures for town boards, committees, and commissions. That has also been typed up, and this has been discussed previously. This is really just making sure that it's outlined because it had not been. So we wanted to make sure that everybody was on the same page and moving forward that this was at least available for them. Any objections to that? Seeing none, establish the schedule for department reports and schedule select board meetings. Is that? Oops. Wendy, could you speak to that, please?
Yes, I can. That was not written up. I had a couple of questions for the board and I can bring it, depending on your answers, I can bring it back on the 16th. How frequently do you want to hear from departments? Is quarterly a good amount? And do we want to include all of the departments in the town, not just the departments that directly report to the select board? Are there other boards you'd like to hear from? So if you could just give me some ideas, some feedback, I can come back and have something for you on the 16th.
Okay. My thoughts on that were that a quarterly update and that some type of information from all the boards and committees, not in the only for transparency and so that we know what's going on. So when people ask us questions, we are not caught with no understanding or no information to be able to pass along. And just so that we are aware of what's happening around all of the other committees. Any thoughts from the board? Sandy, Jean, Michael?
I agree with you.
Yeah, I think quarterly is enough. Where did we leave it in terms of all these committees minutes and that? Were they supposed to get forwarded to us.
Yeah, they were.
That's
Yes.
in the procedures that you just approved.
Okay,
Yes, so that is all in there. And I will take a large amount of the responsibility for there not being any enforcement on that with the changeover in the town administrators and then the town report and budgets and all of that stuff. It certainly did fall to the wayside. So we did not really reach out and enforce that. Again, this isn't a finger pointing thing or trying to keep a watchful eye over anybody. This is for just ensuring that everybody has the same information.
right.
So that is listed in there. Any further discussion on that? Seeing none. Newspaper of record and other media. Sandy, do you have a list of that in front of you?
We did the Commons and we did the Brattleboro Reformer,
And then we do,
the radio stations.
right, we do TSA, KVT, and BCTV, I
Right.
believe is everybody that we list. Is there anybody that I am missing, Gene or Michael? We're also joined by Martin this evening. Martin, are you aware of any that we may have missed as far as the media?
I don't think so.
Sorry, no, I mean, that's the local me. I Brattleboro, but I don't know what you would use those for.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. All right. And then we are into the appointments. Wendy, did you get all of the media, the Commons, the Brattleboro Reformer, WKVT, TSA, and BCTV? Perfect. Next, we're into appointments. We have Fence Viewer first. Who is that currently held by?
I'm looking for my list.
I have that. It's Michael Root, Munson Hicks, and Rory Underwood.
Not Michael Root anymore, but
No, it's not Michael, it's Andrew Gant.
That's
Oh.
right.
So that's what I put in the town report was what I just said. So I hope the town report isn't wrong.
Right, Andrew was added late.
Oh,
Okay. I'm sorry, Andrew, what's the last name?
Gant.
Gant, Gantt, I believe.
yeah.
So we need to reach out to them and make sure that they want to continue to hold that position. Is that correct, Sandy?
Right,
Pound Keeper will remain as the Windham County Humane Society.
right.
Inspector of Lumber, Shingles, and Wood. Who is currently holding that?
Let me see.
Munson Hicks and George Pond.
Any objection to reaching out to them to see if they would hold that for another year?
I think it's a good idea.
Moving on to Weir of Coal.
Well, that was stupid. Oh, okay.
Who is the Weir of Coal? I believe Deb and
Chris Howe?
Right.
any objection to reaching out to them?
So you guys, you know, will probably.
Okay.
when you get it, I'm assuming.
And then Tree Warden.
Dave Walker.
David Walker, yeah.
And any objection to reaching back out to him?
Nope.
All right. So we have made it through all of that. We are going to table the adoption of Select Board rules and procedures. Other than that, I would be looking for a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded to approve as written the Select Board regular meeting date, the Appoint
We've appointed the secretary for recording, the adoption of procedure for the town boards, committees, and commissions, the establishment of the department reports and select board meetings. We have named our newspaper of record and the media. We have appointed a fence viewer, provided they accept. We have appointed fence viewers, the pound keeper, the inspection of lumber, shingles, and woods, clear of coal, and a tree warden. Been moved and seconded. All those in favor, please say aye. Michael?
Aye.
Jean?
Aye.
Sandy?
Aye.
And Chris is an aye. Next, we had additions to the agenda. Oh, sorry, Wendy.
I'm
I see
sorry,
your
just
hand.
one quick thing. Who moved and who seconded, please?
Sandy moved and Jean seconded.
Okay, thanks.
Additions to the agenda, I have none. Does anybody else on the board have any additions? I do apologize. We did not have public comments on here, but we do have some members of the public. Does anybody have anything to add to this evening's meeting? Seeing none, I would take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded to adjourn. All those in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Have a good night, everybody.